Welcome to episode 13 of the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and with me is the creepy, cryptid connoisseur, my co-host, Anthony. I'm going to read him a fictional horror story in which I've removed the name of the creatures from the story and replaced it with descriptions. And then he gets to guess what the creature might be. Then we'll go over its history, its use in pop culture, a little like, what would you do if you had to face this thing scenario? And then if we were making a movie, who we're casting, how we're directing, what the script's gonna look like, how we're shooting it, the whole 9 yards of how we're gonna make a monster centered around this creature. Entity, undead,
absolutely
living, creepy thing.
Love those. But just want to take this quick second to say that thank you guys. Go ahead and please go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and turn that bell on for any notifications for any time, see when we post. We're shooting now on Fridays, 11 a.m. EST. And follow us on TikTok.
We're doing what on Fridays?
We're posting now on Fridays.
Said shooting.
Yeah, we're...
New episodes out. Friday.
New episodes out. Friday, 11 a.m. Fridays.
Not 11, just a Friday.
Yeah, 11 a.m. EST. Beautiful time. Also, go ahead and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and then for our lovely audio listeners, go ahead and follow us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, YouTube Music.
We're on everything.
Love that we're on everything. Do we want to mention that we're doing, having a couple plans for the later months?
Plans in the future for some subscriber goals on YouTube and possibly TikTok and possibly some other stuff.
Yeah. Do we want to include it in here?
I mean, I think that's enough.
That's enough, right?
That's enough, Starts with a G, ends with a Y, might be coming. We're going to set it all up.
Yeah. We have stuff working on, so.
We're working on stuff. To begin, Anthony gets 3 yes/no questions to figure out where possibly we could be or what we could possibly be talking about. And then he gets a shot in the dark guess. You are currently 0 for 12 on the shot in the dark guess.
Yes, 0 for 12.
You are 0 for 12 about geography as well.
No. Russia, I still remember it. The Russia, I was correct about that it's in both Europe and Asia. I also think a bit of it is in North America as well. The tips of Russia. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to come give you a tip.
So, I'm 3 guesses. I'm going to go ahead and say we're on the West Hemisphere.
Yep.
The West Hemisphere. Okay, last time we were in North America.
Yep.
So I'm going to go, I'm going to go ahead and say we're in South America.
Nope.
Are we in the United States?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, everything. Okay, wow. This has got to hit one time. This has got to hit the Wendigo.
Nope.
Oh.
It's going to hit eventually.
No,
I'm actually really excited about this one.
Oh, interesting.
You ready?
Absolutely.
All right. This story is called The Braxton County Creature. The hills of Braxton County were dead quiet that September night. A low mist rolled between the trees like breath from the earth itself, and the smell of damp pine hung heavy in the air. Eric had driven out of town chasing a story. Rumors of strange lights streaking over the ridge. He was a local journalist, the kind who never found much excitement beyond lost dogs and high school football scores. But when a farmer called the radio station saying he'd seen a burning thing crashing into the woods, Eric's curiosity got the better of him. He parked near the tree line and killed the headlights. The forest swallowed him whole the moment he stepped out, his flashlight beam cutting through the dark like a thin knife. Crickets had gone silent. Even the wind had stopped. The quiet was unnatural, but expected. Then he smelled it. A metallic, choking odor, like hot iron mixed with ozone. His eyes watered. Following the scent, he came to a small clearing. The trees around it were scorched, leaves curled and blackening as though fire had passed through moments before. His light flickered across something on the ground, a trail of oil, or maybe slime, thick and glistening. It led towards the hill's crest. He climbed, breath fogging in the cold air, and when he reached the top, he froze. There, standing among the smoky trees, was a shape. It was enormous, at least 10 feet tall, a dark silhouette with a strange spade-shaped hood rising from its shoulders, glinting faintly like metal. The lower half seemed to fade into mist, and two orange eyes burned from its face, unblinking and as wide as lanterns. Eric's brain refused to make sense of it. His hand trembled on the flashlight, the beam shaking across its body. The thing didn't move, just stared. And then came the sound, a hiss, shrill and mechanical, slicing through the air like steam from a ruptured pipe. The noise made his teeth ache, his stomach twist. The flashlight blinked out. Darkness. Eric stumbled backwards, heart hammering, but his foot caught a root and he went sprawling. The hissing grew louder. He could smell the metal stench again, feel it thick on his tongue, and the air around him pulsed with heat, then went ice cold. A dim green glow bloomed in the fog. The creature was closer now, close enough for him to see the folds of its robe or armor shifting as if it was alive. Its clawed hands, long, jointed things, reached forward, slow and deliberate. He tried to scream, but no sound came. The light swelled, flooding the clearing, and his body lifted from the ground as if gravity had forgotten him. The hissing turned into a deep hum that vibrated inside his skull until everything went white. When the search party found his truck the next morning, the keys were still in the ignition door hanging open. They followed his tracks into the woods until they stopped halfway up the ridge. No Eric, no footprints past that point. But the trees at the top were burned in a perfect circle. The soil beneath them was fused into glass. The locals still talk about it when the sky turned strange in September. Some say it was a meteor, others a hoax. But sometimes, when the fog gets thick and the night goes still, they swear they can see a green light moving through the trees.
No clue what this thing was. I'll be real. I spaced out for a second on the description part of the creature, or did you not give a description?
I did. At least 10 feet tall, a dark silhouette with a strange spade-shaped hood rising from its shoulders, glinting faintly like metal.
Okay.
The lower half seemed to fade into mist, and two orange eyes burned from its face,
Okay.
unblinking.
All right. Yeah. I still don't know. I don't know it. You said this Braxton.
So the story is called the Braxton County Creature.
Is this where it's known at too, or no? Oh, then no. I don't know.
No idea?
No idea.
We have not covered him yet.
Does he start with a T?
Nope.
Okay.
This is extraterrestrial in nature. We haven't covered aliens yet. This is the Flatwoods Monster.
The Flatwoods Monster.
So,
Never.
The Flatwoods Monster is a cryptid from West Virginian folklore, first reported in Flatwoods, West Virginia.
Huh.
Okay?
Okay.
So the history of this thing. At 7:15 p.m. on September 12th, 1952, two brothers, Edward and Fred May, and their friend Tommy Heyer, said that they saw a bright object cross the sky and land in the property of a local farmer, G. Bailey Fisher. So this bright light was seen across like 4 counties when this crashed. The boys went home and told their mother, Kathleen May. The 4 of them, accompanied by local children Neil Nunley and Ronnie Shaver, and Kathleen's cousin, West Virginia National Guardsman Eugene Lemon, went to the Fisher farm in an effort to locate whatever it was that Edward and Fred had claimed to see. The group reached the top of the hill, where Nunley said they saw a pulsing red light. Lemon said he aimed a flashlight in the direction and momentarily saw a tall, man-like figure with a round red face surrounded by a pointed hood-like shape. Descriptions of the creatures varied. In an article for Fate magazine based on tape-recorded interviews, UFO writer Gary Barker described the figure as approximately 10 feet tall, with a round, blood-red face, large pointed hood-like shape around the face, eye-like shapes which emitted greenish-orange light, and a dark black and green body. May, the mother, described the figure as having small claw-like hands, clothing like folds, and a head that resembled the ace of spades. According to this story, when the figure made a hissing sound, it glided toward the group. Lemon screamed and dropped his flashlight, causing the group to run away. I'm gonna show you a picture of this thing. Oh, fuck that thing. Like, could you imagine you go up
that
there?
just looks like a kid's like school project. That doesn't. I mean,
Dude, extraterrestrial, right?
I
It's
mean-
armored and floating, but it's appended its hands. This is actually Kathleen May right here.
Mhm.
She's the one that illustrated that.
She's got a wild imagination.
This is the Flatwoods Monster. The group said they had smelled a pungent mist, and some later said that they were nauseated. The local sheriff and deputy had been investigating reports of a crashed aircraft in the area. The search of the site of the reported monster, but saw and heard and smelled nothing. So they went there, nothing to be found.
Interesting.
Some of the kids were, they report that some of the kids got sick. I think that's a little out there. But according to Barker's account, the next day, Lee Stewart Jr. of the Braxton Democrat claimed to have discovered skid marks in the field and an odd gummy deposit, which is that like ichor oil stuff,
Yeah.
which were subsequently attributed by UFO enthusiast groups as evidence of a saucer landing. According to the former news editor Holt Byron, newspaper stories were carried through the country, radio broadcasts were carried on large networks, and hundreds of phone calls were received from all parts of the country. The National Press Service rated the story number 11 for the year. A minister from Brooklyn came to question the May family. A Pittsburgh paper sent special reporter, UFO and Fort something writers, like Gary Barker and Ivan T. Sanderson, arrived to investigate. So what could this thing have been? This is the crazy thing, okay? You have two adults and a gaggle of children
Yeah.
that all claim to witness the same thing, right? So there wasn't like a, hey, we're making it up, this is what we're sticking to. It was like, hey, we all saw this. They come back, and all of a sudden, there's no trace of this thing besides the ichor, the oil.
Oh no, I'll be real. Funny enough, I just don't know about aliens. You know, extraterrestrials.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's all fun and games until you get fingered, folks. They got the long fingers, man. You know? That's how they say hello to one another.
Oh my gosh, I knew you were gonna say something about that. No, I don't know, man. Like,
You can't possibly believe
I believe more of the paranormal than I do.
that you cannot possibly believe that in the ever-expanding universe,
Yeah.
with the bazillion stars, that we are the one epicenter of life that has just got lucky enough to exist.
I guess it's that, and it's probably scarier to think, because I think one of the scientists said, I forgot who it was, it's scarier to think that there's no life at all than there is to say that there's other life.
Well, I think aliens exist. I think they pulled up to
Yeah.
Earth like years ago, and they were like, these guys are stupid as shit. We'll come back in a million years.
Years ago, I feel like okay, if you want to go on that premise, they probably could have been like, okay, let's help them out with some of this technology, and let's see, like, years later, let's see how far they get with our little help. And then they come back, and they're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I don't know, dude. I'll be real. They could have been on a bad acid trip, honestly.
what, they just drop an acid with a bunch of kids?
They probably got into something. They probably hotboxed.
Okay. Local skeptics
Okay.
believe they did see a meteor fall.
Okay.
And so here's the thing, like when did you ever see that video of the meteor going over Russia?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Like big ball of fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
They believe they saw a meteor fall, and then the creature might have been a large barn owl that had its talons extended. So it was like, "Wah!" and then like talons out. And then that's what they flashed across, because this meteor hit the woods and then freaked the barn owl out.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
The government released
Don't say
UFO evidence.
Oh, they actually.
12,700 accounts
Oh my gosh. Wait, so like
of UFOs,
sightings from people that just reported it in?
and they investigated.
Oh, and they investigated 12,000? Over 12,000?
Over 12,000, almost 13,000.
Holy.
Now, granted, you have to go to a National Archives to see this.
Yeah.
I was actually watching YouTube videos on this, and one of the guys went there and actually looked it up. The U.S. government says it was a small asteroid.
Small asteroid.
That's what they chalked it up to.
That's it.
That's it.
And not about the creature. Or
No
whatever.
creature, no nothing. Small asteroid. That's
It's like, oh, they just made it up for.
I guess.
You know, I mean, and to be fair, okay, I want to believe that there are aliens, but it's one of those things, and I've done it with ghosts too, where there's so many people saying it, and some of them are just bad apples and just like
So you're just
you
a
know,
skeptic.
and it's kind of like.
There's nothing wrong with being a skeptic.
Yeah, but I want to believe it too. Like I do
Okay.
believe that there's other life, but have we seen them, or I don't know who to trust. You know, there's just so much. And again, like these people, it could have been an asteroid, and they were just like, oh, let's say we saw an alien out here, you know, or let's say what we saw, you know.
I mean, they could have.
And they could have, and again, they could have actually seen what that. And if they seen
what that monster was, and was like, oh man.
And again, if they did, where did it go?
Exactly.
So
that's kind of the thing. Some people think it's an alien. Some people think it's a government project. Some people think it's a rocket gone completely rogue. Some people thought of it as a paranormal sighting, and on and on and on and on and on. If you go to West Virginia,
okay,
to Flatwoods,
right,
and you ask the people there, do you believe in the Flatwoods monster? They say absolutely. Because there has been strange sightings over Flatwoods in terms of lights and other unidentified flying objects over their airspace. Like hovering lights, and then all of a sudden it's just like gone.
Okay, so
And there's video
so that's
evidence
not
of
their,
that.
Okay, yeah. There's
So
not
like
this is not their first rodeo.
No, this happens later. So I'm almost wondering if alien crashes, right?
Right.
Brr, 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 brr. You know, it's venting, whatever. It just fell through our atmosphere, freaks the fuck out. The government comes in, snatches the poor
Snatches
motherfucker, and then all of a sudden, like, all the aliens are pulling up, like, this is the last distress signal that we got.
Oh, and checking out why did it go down?
Yeah.
And doing their own investigation.
Exactly.
Trying to figure out what happened. Okay, okay.
So, local culture in West Virginia, in Flatwoods, West Virginia, there is a museum dedicated to the monster.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant called The Spot, which is built just like you have the hill that it happened on. Restaurant.
Yeah.
Like you can look up at the hill.
Oh, that's sick.
So the hill is actually still owned by somebody, and he is, I guess, ornery as fuck when it comes to people coming up on his hill looking.
Mm-hmm.
So he like no trespasses everybody. Like everybody gets trespassed and goes up there looking.
Right.
This is funny. There's a bunch of chairs. So you know how like the people do like the Adirondack chairs, or like, you know, in the in North Carolina they have like the fucking horses, like the horse statues everywhere at the beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like they have chairs. It's like Adirondack style chairs, but then the back is the Flatwoods monster. And these things are littered everywhere, like across counties. The locals of Flatwoods do believe that those people still saw what they saw. Funny enough, some of the people that saw what they saw are still living today.
Oh.
'Cause it only happened in 1952.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Especially the kids.
Now, yeah,
Like,
granted, now they're in their like 80s, or like, you know,
Yeah.
They were like-
50s,
they were-
60s,
yeah.
70s, and they're
Yeah.
some of them are
probably in their
depending on
80s. Yeah, late 70s, early 80s. But funny enough, in some of the videos I watched, in terms of like even just like the local bookstore and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, that was my aunt. And it was like, oh no shit. And they're like, no, she saw something. Like you could see it in her eyes. Like she saw something out there. And that's when it was like, ooh, this is solidified.
Yeah.
Okay. So, pop culture, television and film. Project Blue Book had an episode on the Flatwoods incident. Mountain Monsters had an episode on it. Small Town Monsters had an episode on it. In video games, so funny enough, Japanese games, like old Japanese games, have a huge thing about the Flatwoods monster. There's like 7 or 8 of them that have this creature like in it.
I wonder if it's because of an alien boom.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fallout 76, a biomechanical version of the monster is featured as a boss. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, creatures called Them that invade Romani Ranch bear a strong resemblance to the monster. Amagon The Flatwood Monster is the final boss of the Super Nintendo game.
Okay.
And Space Harrier 2, it appears as the Stage 2 boss in the video game. And then, of course, the Rabbit Hole has a lot of stuff around the monster. Of course, it's, you know, the cryptid, the paranormal, the investigators. Ooh, we gotta go find out what really happened.
Yeah, see for ourselves. Yeah, got
so there's 2 movies that I found on it. I watched one because I was like, I'm only gonna watch one this time. I'm gonna leave the other one up. Of course, I watched the one with the fucking terrible ratings.
You always with the bad ratings.
It was called Flatwoods, and it was directed by Jamie Lockhart. Jamie, I'm about to rip your shit to shreds. It is a documentary filmmaker uncovers an alien conspiracy in Flatwoods, West Virginia. That is the synopsis of the movie.
Okay.
This movie was fucking insane.
Good insane, bad insane.
Bad insane. It's about a lady's daughter. So the mom believes we're aliens, right? Opening of the movie. They're in a government facility. There's a random man in black with an eye patch with like scars across his eye, like Nick Fury.
Yeah, Nick
But
Fury.
she's like some white dude.
Okay.
And they got the daughter in a room, glass wall, and they lead the mom by, and she like freaks out. And she's like, "Oh, mom!" And she's like, "It's okay, honey. Just like I'll be right back." And like they take her into a room, they sit her down. The worst voice changers ever. So it's a long-haired dude in a fucking gas mask.
Do you know what happens to people that know too much?
And he pulls out a knife, like he just pulls out a gun and just caps her. Just
The daughter or the
mom?
The mom.
Yeah. So they bug the daughter and they give her some sedative so she doesn't remember what happened, right? So then like aliens are running around, but it's like Spirit Halloween level costumes. So it's like brown hoods, brown robe, latex alien mask, and then like the goofy like alien fingers, but they're like foam for like the last 3/4 of the finger. So they're like, but their fingers are like reaching their fucking elbows, and they're running around doing this random shit. And then the Men in Black come in, and they all like are putting like these guys through these crazy voice changers. And like one of them's like, "There's a body out back. Don't go near it." And so the lady's like, "There's a body in my backyard." She opens the door and looks, and it's just like an alien. And so like the Men in Black come to collect.
Just dead fish.
So this is what pissed me off though. It's like, okay, I get it. It's like your entry level movie. Like you're trying some stuff. You're trying new effects. The effects were ass. The voice changers were ass. The acting was ass. It was shot in like a weird like. It would just cut from color to black and white, and I didn't understand that. The dude's brother, or the like, I guess the daughter, or the mom had a son and a daughter, and so she's like going to her brother, and like the dude's like he's like working on his car, but he keeps taking like the one part, like if this is
Don't
the
tell
air
me it's the
intake,
same.
he takes it off, and then he puts it back on, and then he starts talking to him, and he takes it off, and he puts it back on, and he takes it off, and he puts it back on, and then it's like, nice car, 28, and he's like 29. It's like, what the fuck? So then he brings up his sister, and he's like, "Oh, your sister's in some trouble." And then the dude pulls out, and he's like holding a wrench, but it's like not like a "I can fuck you up" wrench. It's like a
actual.
I'm gonna like tickle you with this thing. So I'm like, what the? Okay. Movie was ass. Effects were ass. Costumes were ass.
I would be curious.
Story was ass.
I would be curious on the budget of this movie.
I don't know. I didn't want to look at it anymore. The only redeeming quality of this entire film was it was 60 minutes. I know that's terrible to say.
Was the second movie that you didn't watch, was that one?
It was higher rated, but it was one of those like you had to like it was on a certain subscription and you had to go through so many hoops to see it. Yes. Spirit Halloween level. Like it is literally like, hey guys, I stole a box of Spirit Halloween masks and costumes. Like we're gonna make a movie.
They probably had a $10,000 budget.
But here's the thing. They had the budget to make the Flatwoods monster, right? In CGI. And they made it flesh. which pissed me off. The Flatwoods monster is metal. It is metal. In some crazy depictions of it, it is a metal chest, metal like overlapping curtain skirt thing, right?
Yeah.
And it hisses and it floats, it levitates. Big metal helmet with the spade hood and the glowing eyes, and then it's like the burned fleshy arms, like the real spindly arms that come out from it. That's fucked me up. This thing was like glorky, and it was like just flesh, and it looked like somebody had just been spitting on it, and it pissed me off. I'm like,
okay, well, what's some other stuff that you found?
that was it.
That was
Yeah, no, that was the one piece of pop culture. Like, now, don't get me wrong. It's been in YouTube videos. It's been in, I mean, obviously there is a culture around this creature.
Yeah.
Japan's obsessed with it because it was in a bunch of NES and like a bunch of old games. The fact that them from Legend of Zelda's Majora's Mask is based on it, and then Fallout 76, biomechanical version of the monster is featured as a boss. So you can fight this thing in multiple games. But yeah, that's all the pop culture stuff I found on it.
That's beautiful.
But that movie pissed me off.
And
I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, man, like,
so we could do so much better.
We
could do so much better with a budget like that.
Dude, give me 20 grand and an iPhone, and I could have made a better movie. All right, you ready for the scenario? You're out there camping in the hills of West Virginia, and you see a meteor fall from the sky and land in the woods not too far off from where you're camping. You go to investigate, and you smell the rotten sulfur, and you look up and you see that Flatwoods monster 10 feet tall floating to you. What are you gonna do? You hear it. It's just like,
yeah. I don't know why I had this first instinct. It's just glass of water and just throw it in the water.
Watch it.
Yeah, but no. Okay, so I'm just randomly in like the hills.
Yeah, you're in the hills of West Virginia.
Okay, and then it just
you're
up
camping. You got your little fire out in front of you. Maybe you got like two of your boys with you. I don't know if you got friends.
Yeah. You heard it here.
Well, anyway, you're out there camping. You got your little fire going. Your tent's behind you, and you just hear. When you look up and you just see it like, and it's like maybe half a mile off.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, that's crazy.
Let's
like, it's lit up. Let's go check it out.
You know?
And so you go running off into the woods to see what it was. You're like, you got a little trail. You're marking your path, whatever. And then that thing is like
coming at me.
And it's like hissing and like moving towards you.
So in the origin, like in the actual like first encounter of this thing, the family just runs away.
The flashlight went up on it. They were like, "What the fuck?" And threw the flashlight
ran away
and ran and yeah.
Run, kids, run! I think I would have to try to record this thing.
Yeah.
I would have to try to like run away, but like also keep my eyes on it and everything. Try to stay safe distance and try to record. I don't think I could fight this thing if I know it's metal. Do you think you would know if it's metal just like looking at it?
When I shoot at it, yeah.
That's true. See, I don't have a gun.
Yeah, see? That's where you're fucking up. Second Amendment, baby.
I'm gonna find the biggest stick out there.
Try to probe it.
I'm gonna try to fight it, with whatever I got.
I thought you were going a different direction.
No. Actually, I would have a knife. I think I would... Okay, from the arms...
Your little pocket knife, you're like... Oh no! Malfunction!
You breaks the knife. Just now. Wait. It's arms. They said it was like fleshy.
So this is where it's depicted differently. Some people said it had arms. Some said metallic. Some said fleshy. Some artists depicted it as fleshy. Some people say it was antenna. So there's like, I don't know. If it were me and this creature was like the most horrific version of itself, right? It is full metal body and then like elongated like Knuckle-V-esque arms with like the claws.
Ooh.
But they're like skinned. And they just like slide out of this thing, and then it's like, you know how like you have like the how scientists have like the gloves in the wall and they like reach through and like fuck with whatever that they're trying to keep contained.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's like reverse, where it's like here's holes in the armor, and it's just like
Oh, something inside
Like,
of it
yeah.
is like using it as
So
so that's the
exoskeleton
exoskeleton
of the thing, but it's
Oh.
like the arm parts got
I
fucked
can
up
just
on
imagine
entry.
this thing actually like when it grabs you, it opens up like the Iron Maiden from like Elden Ring or something, and it's just
I hate it.
and
I
just-
hate it. I hate it. It's just rows and rows of teeth. And
Yeah,
just
oh no,
even worse. It's coming at you and it's doing that. And it's like, yeah.
Dude, first of all, if I'm with
You got like
friends-
laser markers on you from its eyes. It's like beep beep beep.
Listen,
beep, beep,
if I'm with friends, you better be my best friend, right? Because if you're just a friend,
you're taking that big stick and you're gonna give him a whack. Like,
yeah. Just home run.
okay,
They're-
so, all right. So here's the thing. It's me, you. Which one of your friends listens to this podcast?
I don't know. I don't know.
We're gonna shout out Julius because that's the other one I know. It's me, you, and Julius.
Oh,
Who's getting the wood? Who's getting wooded? Who's catching the stick?
you know what's crazy?
Who's catching the stick? Anthony, answer me this question.
Who's catching the stick?
Yeah.
Okay, I have my answer and then the real answer. Okay,
All right.
my answer would probably be. I think me and you would have the idea to just run away as fast.
That's your answer, or that's that's the
I
real
think the
answer?
moment we see it. No,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like you would just be like looking at it. Me and Julius are already gone. I don't think we need to stick anybody. I don't think we need
Okay,
to.
no. In this scenario, who are you sticking? Is it me or Julius?
Probably had to be Julius. You had the gun.
Smart man.
You had the.
You hear that, Julius? You hear that?
This is the real.
He would give you wood in the woods.
Whoa!
and save
whoa!
me.
Whoa! Here's the real answer, though. You would shoot both of our legs and leave both of us.
I got a wife and kids at home, brother.
You know what'd
Yeah.
be scarier is if you did that and it just skips over us.
Oh, they're wounded. We want this.
Yeah, if we want the healthy one, you're just like, what the fuck? I think a round would have to go into me. I'm not. If I see it opening
I
up,
hate being this way though. If that's the case, I'd probably just be like, "This thing's racist" because it passed over Julius, who's black and Puerto Rican, right? And then you are Mexican, and then me, the white guy. Like, you know what?
I'm gonna be honest with you too. From their encounter, right?
Yeah.
When it did all that stuff, they just ran away from it,
Yeah.
and I'm going to
Well,
assume
that's when the government showed up.
Yeah, but hold on. What I'm trying to get at is that even the kids ran away from it, right?
Yeah.
We can outrun kids, right? And if
Yeah.
we can do that, I mean, like, how fast is this thing? This thing did not
When was the
seem
last
like,
time you ran past a kid?
this is,
Have you seen some of these kids now?
yeah, that's a good
Brother,
point.
they
That's
got
a good
these
point.
like crazy Nike, like whatever running shoes
I still think I
with the, like the springboard,
and I'm gonna get
soles.
one.
and you're gonna get one?
I'm gonna get some. You think I'm gonna play unfair?
My
You think-
busted ass knees, I couldn't run past it. I'm fighting it right then and there. I'm drawing, and I'm laying down some hollow point, I'm reloading and hoping to go at it again.
Give me a good week's training, right? I'm outrunning every kid from middle school and under. I'm outrunning
Middle
them.
school and under?
Yeah, high schoolers, they're
Based
different.
on
They're different.
episode 12, I worry about the kids.
I'm not gonna beat them.
Okay.
I'm not. What I'm trying to get at, right, is that how fast is this thing?
I'm faster than it because I'm faster than kids.
No, because you have to think like these adults, right? That,
Mhm.
how old were the kids actually? I
It
should
don't say.
Is it they're like in their teenager years?
I'd probably say anywhere
They could
from
probably run faster.
I'd probably say 8 to 15.
8 to 15. I feel like you could outrun an 8-year-old.
Yeah? I'll find an 8-year-old. I'll go obtain an 8-year-old and then we'll
You know what? No, because this thing, it seemed like it was running at like 3 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they easily ran away from it. Like, oh.
it's a monster.
Yes, so I feel like I could just like walk walk fast, and just still watch it or record it. Unless it starts like zooming and starts putting up the.
I don't like the idea of it just like just like fast at you. It's like, oh shit.
I'm curious if the armor actually like makes it slower, and it's not.
Or it's got like a fucking jet in its ass, and it just it's just there at you, or just trucks like. Oh, okay. Here.
Just A
Hold on.
trains.
Yeah, I was about to say. No, man, it's not A training you. You done wallop Julius. He gets, and then it's like quickly flicking all the bone bits and all his appendages and everything. It blew off and just. And then it's like stuffing its little fucking.
It's like a hydrogen engine in the back. It just.
But
No,
that's where Elon Musk got the technology. That's where the Tesla.
Actually, okay, hold on. In the pop culture stuff, or in the origins, or whatever, I did want to say that I do believe that maybe aliens actually might exist, right? Because of
They walk among us.
the biggest thing that I heard about was like reverse engineering. We had the biggest like technological boom ever in the United States, like faster than anybody else. And a lot of people were saying, oh, they found some UFO crafts, actually like seized them and reverse engineered.
Bob Lazar. Have you ever watched any of his like any interviews or anything with Bob Lazar?
No.
Go watch Bob Lazar. Go watch Bob Lazar.
Okay.
Fucking crazy interviews.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's your homework. That's y'all's homework. Go watch an interview with Bob Lazar.
Was he like an air marshal or something like that? Was that right? Air marshal? Oh. 'Cause I could've sworn
he
there was
worked in the government.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have sworn there was an air marshal that came out and was just like, "Hey, this is what happened."
Just go watch about Bob Lazar.
So what? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I already know what your scenario
you're braining
is.
Julius.
No. I'm saying your scenario. You're shooting both of our legs.
No. I'm shooting the monster. Like I'm emptying everything into the monster.
Would you?
And then I'm gonna John Wick reload, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go back to it, and then I'm gonna notice that you chicken shits are starting to turn, and then I'm gonna cap you in the knees, and then I'm gonna take off running.
Okay. Can I ask? Are you blindly just unloading into it, or are you actually trying to find?
Oh no,
like
no, it's
points?
the PBJ, dude.
Yeah. What?
The PBJ. Penis, brain, jaw.
I should have known.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to be fair, that's not a.
No, I'm shooting for like what I would assume is its chest.
Would you try to go for its head, like?
No, whatever the largest mass of here or here, whatever it is. That's what I'm aiming for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Could you imagine that happens and then fucking Roger from American Dad pops out? Where's Seth MacFarlane? I like wine. Like,
oh, all right.
Yeah.
Going into
so you're just brain. Hold on. We really gotta solidify this. You're smoking Julius with a log and you're leaving him for Flatwoods Monster.
Allegedly.
All right, we're making a movie. Who are we casting? How are we shooting it? What are we doing?
Okay, so
are we doing horror comedy? We doing super horror? I'm leaning towards super horror.
You're gonna do a super.
I'm
horror.
thinking like super horrific.
See, I feel like I've tried to do comedy like 2 times in a row. I feel like I should do 3 times in a row.
The Bell Witch RKO was fucking great.
That was so good. And then I think I might do 3 in a row, and then I'll switch to doing 3 like super horror, and then I'll do
a couple comedy, and then some horror.
So this is gonna be the last comedy one. I've been talking about him a lot. Rob Dyrdek. Gonna have him up there. You know what I'm saying? I want him to play in the movie. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that?
I'm just like picturing an episode of like Robin Big or Fantasy Factory dealing with this thing.
Yeah.
And then just like throwing dodgeballs or some dumb shit at it. Just like.
It's like we can break it. It's like thigh, forehead.
We can walk right through it.
We can walk right through it.
Oh, God, no!
I would love to have Seth Rogen in there. Seth Rogen was so fucking funny.
Yes.
So funny. Love to have Seth Rogen in it. Actually, sorry, Rob. I think I want Seth Rogen as like
The main dude.
the main character. Maybe I could just have Rob actually in there, or
It's the
multiple
cast. It's the cast of Superbad, and they're out there just getting high in the woods, and they see it.
Oh.
And then, but then they see it, and then it's like the government comes in, and they're just standing there, like, because the thing just floated away from them. They're like, "What the fuck was that?" And then it's just like, like
they're
you just like see all the lasers come up, and like all the night vision goggles, like, "Get on the fucking ground!"
So they're trying to like they're actually getting high. Whatever they see the comet comes down, right? They're like, "Oh, we gotta go check that out."
Yeah.
And they see
I
this
want to
thing.
smoke space
And
crack.
it's just like, and it's reaching out in hands and it grabs, and the dude just he grabs the roach and it just starts.
That's the hissing noise.
But it's like it opens up a little compartment and it just
Fucking joint
it
glory.
starts lighting up.
The joint glory hole. Jeez.
It's like robotic face. You could see it turns up. Like
So in that, are they like making friends with it, and then they're like, "Yo, this alien's pretty cool," and then it's like we gotta hide it from the government, like E.T.
Wait, what was that? What was the alien movie that they did? Was it
Paul, yeah.
But it's kind of like Paul.
Yeah, Seth Rogen voiced Paul. Then it was the two guys from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, see, something like that. I think that would be really funny. Just having them do that, and they've been just joking around with this thing, figuring out what it could do, what it is, and then the army comes in or the men in black come in. They have like sights on them, green lasers, and they're all just like this. Even the alien just like this. But then they're like, "What do we do?" Just like, "Sorry, we can't have witnesses." And the thing just starts murdering everything. Like it saves
just
them.
gouts of blood. It's just
And
like
tries to get a fist bump, and the dudes are like, just scared shitless from
it
what.
goes to do a fist bump, and they're like scared, and then it turkeys them. It's like, like, oh god.
No, that's what it does. And it's just like, that was awesome.
Our best friend.
Yeah. I think it was so along that line. I'm not gonna make an entire script off of this thing. I think it'd just be funny to have that kind of.
That'd be a funny.
Just I don't know what the premise of it would be, but I think just them messing around and then them just like terrorizing the town.
See, I would love to do a hyper like opening scene. You see the comet, you see the kids, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta go see." They run up and they see the smoking crater, and then you just see like the skin fucking claws just like grab their faces, and then it just like you hear like you don't see the gore, but you hear it like rip them like open, and then it's like cut to black. Opening, you see the the missing kids.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry, like when they grab the kid, like is it?
It grabs the two kids. Yeah, from behind. It sneaks up on them, grabs the kids with the elongated arms, and then it cuts to black, but you hear them dying.
Oh, okay.
And then, then it's like missing posters, and then it kind of cuts to like the parents of the two kids that are like freaked the fuck out. They're like, "Gee, like what? Blah 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 blah. Depression. Our kids are died. Like we don't have any answers. Nothing was ever found except for like a crater. Like there was no blood found, no nothing." One of the boys shows back up, but he's not right.
Oh, it's like the hell.
So it's like it's like an alien that's wearing the skin of this kid.
Oh,
and it's like going
a skinwalker.
Yeah,
type
but it's like going so they like harvest the brain, they download all the memories, or he eats the brain and then he like gains the memories. So he's acting like a kid, but he's still not normalized into human civilization. So he's like really quirky now, and he like doesn't understand certain social cues, and like certain words still trip him up that he doesn't like understand. All of a sudden he's like planting seeds. And then like the seeds are basically growing like maybe like a weird like mind control fungus in all these people. Maybe we make it like hyper organic on the interior,
almost like a nano parasite.
Yeah.
Some type of
yeah, and then it's like starts like brainwashing certain people, then more people go missing, and then it's like up to like a group of people to find out like what's actually going on.
Oh,
and
like
then,
it could be. It could start off like this, like the parents are so happy to see this kid or whatever,
yeah,
and then just go into like a cafe or a diner or
Yeah.
something, and the kid is just starts like
Yeah.
messing with some of the drinks.
it's like a hot drink and he puts his finger
Yeah.
in it and stirs it, like stuff like that, like
Yeah.
little spritzings
Who-
along.
Who are your main characters though? Is it like the parents? Because you say like the father maybe is like one of the main, is like the main characters, like you noted.
No, I think this one would have to be like a reporter and like a policeman. So
Ooh.
basically, like you have like the kid coming back,
Right.
and
okay.
the family is like overjoyed because he's been missing for like a month, and he comes back, and that's the thing is like he's emaciated looking. He's kind of like, but it's like the alien wearing, but it's the alien wearing him because he's so thin,
Yeah.
and it looks like that.
Okay.
And then like
because they're like, hey.
but
where's
that's the
other
thing.
kid?
It's like it's the original reporter that reported on the kids missing is now reporting on
The kid found.
the kid coming back, and then obviously like
The policeman.
the police is like,
Hey,
dude, we
where's-
got to know what happened to your brother, what happened to
Yeah,
you,
what
blah
happened
blah
to the
blah.
other- Yeah, right,
and then
right,
it's like, I don't
right.
remember, I don't remember, I don't remember, I don't remember. But then it's like
They're showing
little
weird
inklings and inklings and
yeah.
inklings, and then all of a sudden it's like the ship comes down. It's like, like that slow like hover, lights come on, it's the circle, and you just look up and you see people like just everybody that's been infected, and they're all like bleeding out of their eyes, and like stuff is growing out of their eyes and maybe out of their nose, like where it's like attached to the frontal lobe,
Yeah.
and it's like pressing like a tumor, and then they like all start getting beamed up. Basically, like the reporter and the policeman figure it out. They save like one of the parents.
Yeah.
And it's like, what was that? And then like the alien strips the skin of the kid, and it's like, oh, you're just cattle. And it's just like, and then gone.
Oh.
And it's like the
gosh.
town's wiped out except for like these 3 surviving individuals. But then it's like Men in Black come up, and it's like they're taking into custody, and then the movie cuts.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay. So you have like a detective and a journalist.
Yeah.
Who are kind of like working together.
working side by
almost.
side. There's a
Like,
little
it's
conflict
kinda-
there.
I feel like
know?
in one scene too, I can see where the detective is like actually coming up like with the hit, like actually putting all the pieces
together.
of the puzzle together, and someone goes in for a drink, and it was handed by the kid,
yeah.
and the detective like slaps it out. And
Yeah.
it's just like,
I'm on to you.
yeah, it's like I'm
Yeah.
on to you. or
But
whatever.
like that's the whole thing is like the harvesting machine is the Flatwoods monster. Like so it's that armored S thing, but it opens up and it's like an alien piloting it, and it's his arms, but like the interior is like a meat grinder. So it's like
oh yeah, like the
it
Iron
was
Man,
like
yeah.
and then like stores because it's kind of big, like maybe it has a little bit of an ass on it, and that's like where it stores like the grinded like chicken slurry.
This thing's caked up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my god.
It's got a reservoir on the back of it.
Gonna use that.
Hey girl, you got a reservoir?
Damn, girl, you got a reservoir.
Get a reservoir. But to make it like hyper, like almost kind of like weapons happens, like you see it from the perspective,
Yeah,
but you
everybody
see
starts
it,
going-
but it's like as it kind of goes forward, it kind of takes a step back, but you get like different pieces put together of it, because like that's the whole thing is like you saw the kids get grabbed, they got, but like this kid comes back, but he's just weird.
What? You know what? It'd be cool too to have in it. Maybe, I don't know if that the brother is actually alive, like he somehow survived, right? And he finally comes back into town and is like, "That's not my brother," or something like that. It's like final piece. I don't know, something of that sort.
I would almost like to see it from like the parents' perspective and this detective in the reporters, and it's like switching like their chapters of this story.
Yeah,
but it's
I know what you're saying.
but it's like
POV stuff.
they're like Bobby's kind of fucked up.
yeah.
And it's like, well, what do you mean Bobby's kind of fucked up? And it's like, they go and they look, and it's like dino nuggies and mac and cheese haven't been touched. Drinking, or he's like eating cat food. You know what I mean?
Or like just randomly like the plants or dirt or something.
Yeah,
like,
he's-
like the soil.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
the ground and
Or he's going to like he's constantly digging in the family garden. It's like, what the fuck is he doing back there? What is he's affecting the natural plants,
yeah,
and then
okay.
you know what I mean? Like
Oh.
he's giving that parasite. The plants are taking the parasite, and then that's going to table to face to set
It's
the
like,
parasite
you know,
up.
The farmer comes over, is like,
Yeah.
tell your weird ass son to get out of my corn stalk.
Yeah,
or whatever,
get him out of my fucking fields.
Yeah.
Or he's like out there like obsessed with cows, you know, and he's like touching the cows. And then all of a sudden the cows are starting to have like these weird tumors. And it's like, yeah. Like
when you see like the corn or whatever the farmer gets, and it has the dairy
Yeah.
stuff, and he's going to the farmer's market.
But have you seen like a ribbon worm get slapped?
Oh, okay.
So it's like it's an actual like creature.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
slap it and it ejects that like white and it like spindles out like that. But it's like in the food, and it's like then all of a sudden it's like you go through all of it, right? You put it all together, and then like you see like, oh, it's a cow community or it's a farming community, whatever. But all this food is getting shipped out across the states, and then you're getting cuts of people like in a fucking Denny or in like an Applebee's, and they're taking a bite of the burger and they pull it away, and you just see the tendrils of the fucking like parasite, the like sink back into the meat to be hidden for the next bite, and it's like bite, and you see it like as they bite and pull away, you see the tendrils, and then they break and then go back in to
that's
the meat.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
disgusting. Oh, that's so disturbing.
But then that's how you have the second one, because then it's like, you know, you have the horror movie, and then it's like, oh, they're coming back, and it's like chunks of the United States are affected. You know, chunks of the world are affected.
Oh, so it kind of almost turns into like a post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
type
like
deal.
well, the aliens are like, haha, we stopped off at Terra for like, you know, an appetizer. No, we're gonna go back for the full course.
Okay.
And then you have like the crazy, like almost like Cloverfield, like second movie where it's like alien invasion. It's high scale. It's crazy. People are getting snatched. There's nothing the government can do. They're dropping nukes on like New York and stuff just to like.
Would the original journalist and the detective be? Maybe it starts off with the movie of the second one, like of them being held in interrogation by the Men in Black or whatever. It's just like, what did you know? Like, what do you know?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Like,
And then it's like 10 years later.
Yeah, 10 years
Some
later.
crazy shit's happening. Yeah, I fuck with that. But I really have this like visceral image of like the opening credit or the opening scene where it's just like Flatwoods, West Virginia, black screen, white lettering, Flatwoods, West Virginia.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and you're like, oh, Tommy, did you see that? No, Bobby, oh, we gotta go see what that is. And then they run up the hill in their backyard in this, they're like, oh my gosh, it's like this big crater, right? Nothing in it. And then they see like the tarry stuff, and like he goes down there and touches it, and he's like, ew, and then he comes back up, and they're like looking in the hole, and it's just like zoomed in, like cut to them, faces just shoulder to shoulder looking, and you just see the hands, the blood soaked like skinless hands.
I see the
Just and then it just reaches, and then it just snatches it, and then it cuts to black as it hits them, and then you just hear like, oh god, and then it's like 2 months later, and then you see like the old posters like hanging on the telephone poles, and it like kind of lays out the town, and then it's like, oh, you know, like Detective John whatever, and it's like, you know,
yeah,
and reporter Allison, and then they start like all of a sudden Bobby shows back up, and it's like, fuck, Bobby's been gone for weeks. We've like literally called him like he was dead, like,
yeah,
you know, we chalked it up to a serial killer or something.
yeah.
But then it's like, he's weird. He's eating cat food. He's not eating actual human food. He's constantly playing in plants or going into like cow fields and stuff. And like, it's like, holy shit, he's fucked up. And then it's like, no, he went through some like crazy traumatic experience. Like, we got to like talk to him. He's going to therapy. The therapist is getting answers, but it's not like the right answers. And then boom, like, now all of a sudden he's like touching everybody's food, and he's starting to spread this parasite.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden half the town's just,
You know what's crazy? I could see where the detective is actually talking to him, right? And of course the parents are there, but like, she is it a she or he?
for
The detective.
he.
He. Okay. Like the guy, like the detective was talking to him, and of course he does something strange. Like he's already got the hints and the pieces, and he's like something about this child, and he has like a recorder that he's hidden, right? And he's talking to him, does the interrogation, does the interview, goes back to play it, and it's just like interference with him. Like every time the boy talks, it's just static, and it's just like. But then when the detective talks,
it's clear. I like that. Or I like the idea of like it's making noise, like you know, like alien-esque speak. You know what I mean? Like some like weird undertones in the static that you're getting. Yeah. Like there's obviously some kind of communication, but then it's like, the fuck like is going on? Because like when I'm sitting next to him, I can understand him completely. And then when the kid, like when it demasks, it shows like all the little gadgets and shit it had. Like it has like a box around its neck. It's basically as it's talking, it's like projecting it into English and whatever.
Okay. Oh
yeah. And then you go into the ship, and it's just like meat pie in the center of it. And there's like 3 or 4 aliens just like dipping their fingers in. And then it's like all the skins of all the people that they've abducted that they can just use to infiltrate.
Yeah. No. Yeah, these movies are...
Fuck that. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the harvesting machine. It's like, that's what abducts them. And then it goes up to the ship, and then they skin them. And then they throw the remains into basically a vat that just grinds it down into a paste that they can eat. And that's their sustenance. And they just roll on that. But he's like, you know, he's out there affecting the cows, the fields, everything.
Yeah.
And then you have just that nasty view of like California Applebee's.
God.
That's all I got. Flatwoods Monster.
Flatwoods Monster.
The Flatwoods Monster. I want to go to Flatwoods, West Virginia, go check it out though. The spot, the museum.
Yeah, there's a lot of places I want to go.
You know, I want to go to Flatwoods and get fingered.
Well, anyway,
or if we're going camping, and you already said you'd give Wood and Julius in the woods, so
I thank you guys for watching and listening to the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. Again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and turn that bell on for any notification. And go ahead and follow us on our TikTok, Instagram, and anywhere you listen to your podcasts at, our iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, YouTube Music. Really helps us out. Let us know that you're enjoying what we're doing. You know?
Could you imagine getting abducted by an alien and getting fingered, and then like after it's done, you just see him go, like he just touched the bottom of your stomach through your butt.
You're just,
and then he just pulls it out. But it's like, you know, the world's longest finger, so he's just sniffing for like a minute.
It's funny because when you say that, like the scene is just you're on the ground laying, you see him still like the hole opened up from the ship, and it's just, and then it closes and then gone. You're just like, you can't move.
And that is when I climaxed.
Yeah, Ghosts and Ghouls.
Ghosts and Ghouls.